What's happening, YouTube? Caliber here. We are doing another Epic 7 video. This is on Ask Caliber. Usually I do this live on Twitch. I did do this live on Twitch. I had background music playing that was copyrighted, so I decided to reshoot this. So this is take 2. So let's go. So this is a recording, guys. Alright, so question number 1 is Montmorancy worth specially change? I'm gonna say yes. I have her on my Caliber Challenge account, and she is really good. If you do not have one of the top healers, if you don't have like a Destina, a Tamarine, a Angelica, a Katie's, one of those Soul Weavers that you throw in the front line to take a lot of hits. Most 3-star Soul Weavers don't do the best of jobs at that. Mont is made for that. You can throw her in the front line, she can take big hits, and she doesn't mess around. She's able to clear debuffs on both of her heals, her S2 and her S3. She's able to do AoE, she's able to cast an AoE immunity buff to the whole entire group if you do a soul burn. And her S2 is attached with a bunch of little cool things. It heals now, guaranteed to heal now, heals more if you're debuffed. Has a chance to do a heal over time, 10% chance. Is she worth it? Yes. If you have one of the big healers though, you may not need her in your group. I think she is magnificent though. If you are a new player and you don't have one of the main healers, you can throw her in the front and let her take the damage and throw a backup healer in there. So thumbs up on her. They did a great job with her kit. I think you may see her in PvP too. I ran across one PvP that was super annoying. So she may start popping up all over the place with all the, Ball and Sezins out there and Aramintias and all those guys, All right, question number 2. Where do I farm for Mont Specially Change? If I'm not mistaken, that is 1.8. You go to farm that. 1.8 covers the criteria for everything that's on her list. Okay. That includes the Regent, the Catalyst you need. That includes the mobs you need to kill, and that includes the AP you need to build up. All right, so you go to 1.8, guys. Go farming there. That's the place to be. Do it on hard mode, world mode, if you can. Farm it on world mode. You'll be getting that. So when it says get AP, start getting AP and stuff like that. AP and Ezra is chapter 1, guys. Chapter 1. There's too many people who were on my channel who were farming in other places that they needed it and were like, hey, why am I not getting any points? Don't make that mistake, guys. Go to 1.8, farm it up there. All right. Question number 3. How is Mont in Wyvern 11 farming? That's a very good question indeed. Mont in Wyvern 11 farming is amazing. She, like I was saying earlier, she has all the stats to be super tanky in the front. She can take a really good hit. Also, you want to build her with a little bit of 100 effective resistance to get full benefits from her. So, from her specialty change. So, she is super good and made for that. Wyvern's going to be pushing her back a lot less than normal characters. She's going to have good defense. She's going to have good health. She kind of covers the criteria on there. So I definitely think she's going to be good for Wyvern 11 farming. I don't think she as a starting person, I don't think you're going to have the right gear to solo heal it with her. I don't think she'll be able to do that, and I'm questioning if she'll be able to do that on her own. But if you're planning on using her as a Wyvern 11 frontliner, throw like Water Origins on, Invoice Pipe. I think it's Egg of Delusion. I'm not sure. Egg of Delusion, is that it? Might be Egg of Delusion. You throw any of those artifacts on her to help her take the damage and stuff. She can definitely tank in the front line where you don't need to use a Rose or Crozet if you don't want to. And you throw Aether behind her or Angelica or somebody who can heal. Preferably Water on Wyvern 11, but somebody that can heal. game on. Let's go. I'm currently using her on my Caliber Challenge account. I have Aether, Hill, and Mont's taking the hits in the front line. It's working out pretty good. I'm happy with it. So Mont, thumbs up. She is an excellent Wyvern 11 farmer. If you need a good water tank, boom, right there. Water support tank. My 6-star my farmer first to get to the 70 attack set, or 5-star my healer. So if I remember correctly, this question was about they hadn't got their first 6-star yet from the Adventurous Path. Alright, so they were trying to decide on who they should 6-star first. Should they 6-star somebody first to get the 70 attack set, or should they 5-star their healer? At first I was like, well, just 5-star your healer. You know what? The quicker you get that 70 attack set on yourself, the better off you're going to be. And if you can throw that on a Village Rid Says or something like that, you're going to be doing some heavy duty farming. Even if you just throw it on your favorite DPS, that's easier farming, that's easier clearing for you. That 70 set is insane. You can hit anywhere between 50 to 80k CP from a set that they're giving you for free from the Adventurous Path. That set, hands down, is it's nuts, guys. It's nuts. It's so good. So 6-star your farmer first? Most definitely. I think I would. So the thing is if you're able to level up fodder pretty quick and you're not too worried about it, 5-star and a healer is not going to set you back too much. But that 70 attack set, I mean, once you can start leveling it up, if you can get by without that healer, I mean, might want to go for it. Might want to give it a try. That's a tough one though. 5-star and a healer doesn't take a whole lot of effort. As a new player in mid-game, how do I decide which armors, weapons, etc. are worth investing resources in upgrading? That is a great question, and that is a question that hits a lot of people. I've had those questions. It's really hard to decide what you should be upgrading, what you shouldn't be upgrading. So general rule of thumb, lab gear is pretty decent, but lab gear is more early on. So I'll break down the progression scaling on gearing. So I don't think, this is my personal opinion. Other people may have other opinions on this, but I think you can do really good in this game with gear, starting from the bottom. Lab gear, I just take lab gear and I enhance it. Why not? It's good sets, might as well. The level 70 set that you get from Adventurous Path, GG, do that one for sure. The level 45 health set that you get from the Adventurous Path, I think is good for a starter support that you're using in the front line. Your Mont, your Angelica, your Katie's, Destina, Ran, whoever it may be, you're throwing in the front line lots. Any one of those, I think it's a great set to throw on. Would I enhance that level 45 set? You know, I think so. I would like to run a test on that with a new account and see how well it scales. But I think it should scale pretty decently, especially for a beginner healer. So you start off with those, pretty good. Then after that, you've kind of got all the gear you could get. Abyss sets, I always enhance the Abyss set, especially depending on where the stats go. By the time you hit your level 71 Abyss gear, you're getting close to the point where you should be able to do Wyvern 11, and that should be your main focus. Once you're able to get Wyvern 11 on farm, level 70 and 85 gear only. Granted, you may get a few good pieces of 67 gear out of the raid that are worth leveling up. Go ahead, use those. Those are completely fine. But 70 to 85 gear is where you want to stick at. Anything below that at that point is not worth it. You're not going to get the stat scaling that you need. So as a mid-game player, aim for that 70, 85 gear. And you know, even if you get like an 85 piece that doesn't have the stats you quite want on there, it may work for somebody else down the line when you're first building up. So you may want to enhance it. It's a tough judgment call. It's a tough judgment call. But 70, 85 gear is the only thing I recommend enhancing mid-game. Next question. As a veteran player, how do you feel with Dizzy, ML Ball, ML Araminthia, and Challenger Plus tier with everyone having 240 speed? Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Let's talk about this. So, I'm trying to figure out a way to get around the speed meta now. I'm starting to get to the point where the speed meta is getting a little old. When you go in with 200, and I was going in with 249 speed in Challenger, I think it was Challenger 3, and I was getting outsped by Araminthias, I was getting outsped by Dizzies, I was getting outsped by people, like I was really surprised I was getting outsped by them. I was like, really? You don't even have any speed imprint people on your team? So like the speed meta is pretty crazy right now. So how do you combat that? How do you combat Dizzy? Dizzy has some very hard counters. Destina is one. Acades is another. You want characters that can cleanse. Kitty Clarissa is another. Dingo is another. You want characters that can... Mont is another. You want characters that can cleanse. So what you want to do is you want to build these Soul Weavers that can cleanse, or these warriors, that those two warriors I mentioned. Get good effective resistance on them if possible, or immunity. And what you do is you set them up, try to get them somewhere in the 170, 180, 190 range, maybe 200 if you can hit it. And basically they're going to do their turn, they're going to hit you with debuffs. You're going to pop up, you're going to remove the debuffs. If you're going that route, you want to make sure everybody else is behind your Soul Weaver. Your Soul Weaver must be faster than the rest of your team for you can benefit from that, for you can get a turn 1 benefit and remove those buffs. It's a tough one. It's a tough one. So it's either outspeed them or remove the buffs. ML Ball is a different beast altogether. He kind of combats speed teams. If you do a CR push with Ruzid, boom, you just gave ML Ball a 25% CR push to himself. It's super annoying. There's not much you can do about it. How do you combat him? There's a couple options there. Very, very fast Sids. If you have a fast Sid that can do some one-shotting, boom. Take out ML Ball. Just make sure he's faster than ML Ball. Don't be counting on a CR pusher at that point. Another option. Okay, so let me rephrase that. As long as your character is naturally faster than ML Ball, when you do your CR push with your CR pusher, your character will be ahead of ML Ball. Now, if your character is behind ML Ball and you do a CR push, even though you're CR pushing your person up there, he's counteracting that with his 25 CR push. So you have to be naturally faster than ML Ball. You take your Sid in there, your Assassin Holy, your ML Sid, and delete him before he can even do anything. If you can pump out enough damage on that, like with Assassin Holy, you pop him, throws AoE silence up on everybody, you won the game. Hopefully. Alright, so hopefully that helps you guys out. Challenger Plus has been a very, very interesting battleground recently. Alright, Adventure Mode gear, worth it or not? That is a yes. Adventure Mode gear is 100% worth it. I don't know how I feel about the destruction set, guys. The level 55 destruction set, it seems good, but I don't know. Maybe I would upgrade that other than the first lap set. I don't know. Don't know how I feel about that. Maybe you can do a broken set and you can do the Sacred Hero boots with Olbert's necklace where you can get a little bit of critical hit out of it. Because that destruction set does not give you a critical hit neck. I'm not sure how I feel about that set. It could be good, but I'm not sure if I'd put the resources into it my first playthrough. I'd be kind of curious to see if anybody has a set built and see what it looks like on them. Just out of curiosity. But the level 70 gear that you get from Adventure Mode, great set, beautiful set. Upgrade that baby all the way. Upgrade it all the way. I cannot praise that set enough. And then you got the health set, the epic health set that comes from there. The epic health set is pretty good. I think it's probably... I think you probably want to mix some of the Sacred Hero pieces in with there, like the Sacred Hero helmet and the Sacred Hero sword maybe. With those two pieces, swap the pieces out. But other than that, I think you can get away with running the rest of that set and building yourself a really strong support healer turret in the front. I actually have regrets that I sold mine. I already got rid of mine on my Caliber Challenge account, or I'd be leveling them up right now, throwing them on my Mont to see how much more of a benefit I can get from her. But Adventure Mode gear, worth it. Yeah, level 70 attack set with the crit pieces that come with that. Destruction set, I am unsure about. Might be a little bit better than the lab gear if you do the right mixture. And then you have the 45 epic set. I think that's a very solid set to throw on at the beginning. So yeah, that's all I got there. Again, I apologize. This is the second shooting of this. I apologize. The live version had the copyright stuff on there, but I was looking at it. I was like, shoot, I can't even post that video now. And I was like, you know what, we gotta go live with this, guys. I gotta redo this. I gotta redo this for you guys. I missed Ask Caliber last week. I can't be missing it another week. I'm trying to pump these videos out with for you guys every week. I hope you guys enjoy this. I am very passionate about content creating, especially for Epic 7, because I love the game so much. So I hope you guys enjoy it. I will words are difficult, guys. I will talk to you guys later. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, guys. I'm always doing some sort of content. Don't forget to follow me on Twitch TV. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter or Discord. All those links are below. You guys have a great day. Thank you for watching.